لقد كان لكم فيهم أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر ومن يتول فإن الله هو الغني الحميد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا مولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله. My dear sisters, I greet you all in the best mode of greeting by saying Salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the fifth of the Muslimah and Arab, where we are extracting the Muslim woman and the 5 pillars of Islam. So today we are starting with the Muslim woman and Hajj. Hajj is the last pillar of the Islam, which is of course the 5th of the 5 pillars. She understands that Hajj is a compulsory duty upon every Muslim, whether male or female, for as long as that person is matured, is healthy, and is financially capable. So, to my sister that is financially okay, she sees it as an obligation. It must be in her mentality that, inshallah, bi kudratillah, when I have the money, inshallah, I'm going to do Hajj. So, it is part of her ibadah in strengthening the bond between her and her Lord. So she sees it as an ibadah, and of course as an ibadah, she needs to know what are the rules governing it, what are the do's and don'ts of Hajj. So she understands everything, so that when she eventually goes on Hajj, she has not gone for sightseeing. She has not gone for a business trip or as a condition of marriage. Maybe the person she wanted to get married to said, well, I've been to Hajj about a couple of years, and it is part of my condition that whoever wants to marry must be an Elijah too. So it is never an intention. She knows the right intention. In that popular hadith 1 of An-Nawawi, where the Prophet Islam says, Innamal a'mal biniyah, every action shall be judged only in accordance with intention. So she knows the importance of intention in everything she does. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very much interested in the intention behind every ibadah we do. And that is why she has to put on the right intention that I'm going on Hajj to do ibadah for my Lord. It is a religious obligation. So, and I'm capable, and I'm going to discharge that obligation. Aisha radiallahu anha once said in hadith that the Prophet Islam says the best jihad for the women, if done with all its prerequisites, is Hajj. That's the best jihad a Muslim woman can do. And so, for that best jihad, she wants to give it all it takes. So, but in case she is not able to do this, not wealthy enough to go on Hajj, of course, there is Naflatul Hajj, and that is Umrah. So she can go on Umrah, and especially during Ramadan, in this month of multiple benefits. So if done, the Prophet Islam says in Hadith that Umrah done during the month of Ramadan is equivalent to that of performing Hajj with him. So she knows that if eventually she cannot make Hajj, she can as well do Umrah in Hajj, which is going to earn her the exact reward for Hajj, as if she has just gone on Hajj with the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for me and you.
If If there's one thing that no one can take away from your child, it is quality education, which is why at Vanguard Academy, it is our goal that your child gets quality education in a conducive environment from highly skilled teachers. Admission is currently on at Vanguard Academy into GSS 1 only for applicants within 10 years and 12 years of age.
To purchase, apply, and fill the application form, visit at portal.vanguardacademy-ng.com.
Sales of form commences on the 15th of December 2022 till the 20th of April 2023. The entrance examination will hold on Saturday the 29th of April 2023 within the school premises. Vanguard Academy is located at kilometer 10 Ijebu-Ode-Ekpe Road, Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, Nigeria. For further inquiries, call 005-413-2250 or 005-605-0091 or visit www.vanguardacademy-ng.com. Vanguard Academy, education for life.
So then generally, the Muslim woman is obedient to the commandments of our Lord. We have extracted the Muslim woman vis-a-vis the 5 pillars of Islam. So as a Muslim woman, that woman that is submissive, that is obedient, she bows down to every commandment of our Lord because she knows that in that lies our success, both in this life and in the hereafter. So whether these commandments are convenient or otherwise, whether this commandment has to do with a private or a public life, for instance, in marriage, Allah SWT has not left the Muslim woman to do as she likes. He has commanded who and who she can marry. So she is aware of that and she's not going to transgress that limit. She knows that she is to marry a Muslim man who is going to help her in her deen. So also in her livelihood, she shuns all the haramats, all the forbidden things, even though they may not be convenient, but just for the sake of Allah, because she knows that anything she does for the sake of Allah, Allah SWT is not going to left it unrewarded. Allah will maximally reward her for that. So she washes what she eats. She does not eat anyhow. She washes what she drinks, and she washes what she uses as her entertainment. Like the hadith of our Nawawi, where the Prophet Islam narrated the man that was on a journey. He got to the midst of the journey and he was so stranded. He was so disabled. He needs Allah's assistance. He raised up his hands, praying unto Allah. But the Prophet Islam says, this man that is praying unto Allah, his foods that he took along his journey were all haram. His drinks were all haram. All his refreshments were all haram. And now he's stranded. He needs Allah's intervention. How do you think it's going to be hard? So my dear sister, we must understand what are the haramats, what are the unlawful things that Allah SWT has forbidden us in our food, in our drinks, in our refreshments, so that we can shun them. Of course, those that He has left as halal, they are, of course, much more than those of the haram. So may Allah SWT make it easy. Also in our dressing, Allah has made some commandments. She does not resist them. Allah SWT has told her in Surah An-Nur, Quran chapter 24, verse 31, how she is to dress, her beautification, her adornments, while at home or outside. She is commanded to put on a hijab when she goes out. Under no condition does she play with this. She understands well that Allah SWT meant well for her. And even though it is not convenient, she is going to beseech Him to make it easy for her, and she is going to do it, no matter what people say. Because given the kind of environment we are, you have people that will discourage you. And in this heat, in this that, you want to cover up your head, you have headache, no matter what they say. Because it is ibadah to her, she has to follow Allah's injunction, which she knows is the best for her. So in her dressing, she pleases her Lord. In everything she does, the Muslim sister seeks Allah's Ridwanullah only, the pleasure of Allah is germane to her. So in her ambitions or in her pursuits, Allah comes first. In whatever she wants to do, she asks herself, will Allah be pleased with me if I do this? Will Allah be pleased with me if I say this? So anytime she needs to say or do something, she asks herself that question. Am I doing it to please Allah? Will I earn Allah's pleasure or His displeasure over this? So, our belief is that whatever she is going to do must be to please our Lord. She's not pleasing any man. She's pleasing our Lord. And just because she is living for that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to deny her that. So my dear viewers, this morning, I'm imploring us to try as much as possible to be the Muslimah, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be. What does it take to be a Muslimah? A Muslimah is somebody that submits her life to Allah, to command, leaves everything to Allah in trust for His reward. So, and as we do, or we decide to do, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not deny us the reward, both in this life and in the hereafter. وأقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم. سلام الله عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبعث بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله. آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم